What the hell was that? What was that? Seriously, like, what was that? That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Do you know why this team can't do anything? Do you know why? It's their top six. The amount of excuses and things that I've said about this top six, I'm done now. You need to wake up. I don't understand. I don't get it. I do not get it at all. You have a third line that gets your only goal tonight with Scott Laughton, James Van Riemsdyk, and Tyler Pitlick. Tyler Pitlick is a guy who's been up and down the lineup, hasn't really missed many games, but he can't really stay on a consistent line because of the line changes and things like that. JVR, who's been terrible really these whole playoffs, I thought this was his best game, and a guy who's in and out of the lineup. And then you get Scott Laughton, who's a guy that was just out of last game and comes in. That was their best line tonight. That's your best line? Are you kidding me? I don't know what it is anymore. The amount of chances and shots that this team takes, and they can't score. I'm done with the excuses. I'm done. I'm done. You get a power play late in the third period, and one of your best players on the ice, in Claude Giroux, passes the puck every single time. Passes it. Why is he not shooting? Why are they not running the power play through him at times? Why? I don't get it. Listen, they were terrible for a majority of this game, probably 40 minutes of it. Third period, yeah, they had their chances, but even still, if you can't score goals, it's not gonna work, bode well for you. Pretty good first period. They really had their skating legs early. And listen, I don't even have my notes open right now. This is just going off memory. Pretty good first period, skating legs, everything. They, as I said, get the goal from Pitlick, shot from the front. It's shot from the board. Excuse me. And it's just a play where they get guys in front, and lucky bounce, and it was a good shot, goes in, 1-0. That's the first game that they've lost when they scored the first goal. Last game. I'm not going to sit here and oh well, they haven't lost back-to-back games. How many times are we going to say that at this point? How many times are we going to say it? There's no reason for you to lose a game after you just win again. They shouldn't even have won game 2. Seriously, they shouldn't have. There's no reason where you blow a 3-0 lead. Now, am I going to sit here and say that they should dominate the whole 60 minutes? Hell no. No, that should not happen. And that's rare when that happens with teams, especially in the playoffs. Especially when you also face the same team for X amount of games. But there's no reason why you show up for one period. In literally every game. Every game. This team literally shows up in one period. I don't understand what it is. You have a bad first and third in game 1, you're dominant in game 2, and you have 2 breakdowns in the third in game 1, and you lose the game 4-0. Game 2, you have a good first period, you're up 3-0. The second and third, you're terrible, and you almost blow it, but you win in overtime. This game, a good first period, you get your skating legs. Second and third, barely do anything. You're terrible in the second, and you lose this game, and you're down in the series now 2-1. I don't know what it is. The top 6, I at this point, it's literally laughable, because if they don't step up here, the Flyers are not winning this series. They're not. Listen, yeah, we could sit here and say, oh, well, Varlamov was really good and everything. I'm tired of it. I'm absolutely tired of it. It's excuses after excuses, and I blame myself for that too, because I know I brought it up. But you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Because this is the reason why this team has been in the playoffs, make it miss, and this is the reason why they're out early. Because they can't do a single thing in any of the games, and for some odd reason, it wants to continue this year. I don't get it. You're the number 1 seed. Play like it. It's so aggravating because I know they can play better. I know it, you know it, all of us know it. It's ridiculous. I mean, the turning moment in this game is the last 12 seconds of the second period. The last 12 seconds where you have a play, where you have a pairing that has looked Honestly, to me, terrible since probably Game 5 versus Montreal and Provorov and Niskanen. I don't think they've looked good at all. They turn the puck over, and Niskanen, for some odd reason, wants to decide to play the body on a play at the side of the net, and it's just in your net. It's in your net. It just squeaks in. Nobody in front, nothing. That's it. That's a gut punch. It's just a gut-punching goal right there. That takes all the, I guess it's momentum, if you want to even call it that, because again, they could have went into that third period tied and had a chance to take a lead and go into it. Now you give up a shit goal like that, and you're down going into the period. What did the Islanders do so well? Play with the lead. And they added to it to start the third, and they never looked back. The Flyers wanted to do the exact same thing, and the reasons why they turned the puck over were two things. In the second, they stood there and watched them. They watched them skate around them and do everything else. In the third, they had chances to shoot. They didn't. They waited too long, stick-handled, whatever, and it didn't generate into either a shot on goal. Everything's to the outside. Defense would pinch in, but just chuck it along the wall when they couldn't win a single puck battle, and that's why you lose this game. You know why I'm so frustrated right now? Because this team can play better. And it's honestly frightening to me that a line of Sky Lawton, James Van Riemsdyk, and Tyler Pitlick, three guys, Lawton misses last game, comes in and he has a really good game. JVR has been missing all playoffs, has his best game so far. And Pitlick, a guy who's been bounced around the whole lineup, that is your best line. That's your best line? You're kidding me, right? Listen, it might sound like an overreaction, but I'm tired of this. I really am. There's no more excuses anymore. It's the playoffs. It's the second round. You're going into Game 4. Wake up! Oh, God. Well, in other exciting news, I guess, we had Alex Lyon on the podcast, so that was a very special thing that we got going there. Really good, really fun episode. We had him around 30, 40 minutes or so. So what we're going to do, we're going to recap this game, and that interview will be thrown in with it, so it'll be like probably a little bit longer than usual for the podcast, but again, we'll have it there, so you guys can definitely check that out. Me and Amadeo will be doing that right after I'm done recording this. So again, guys, remember, top six needs to wake up. That's all it is. That's all it is. You need to play better defensively, move your feet for a whole game, and please have a better whole game. That's all I'm gonna say. If they lose tomorrow, they're done. They're done. Listen, I still have hope because I know that this team is good, and I know that they can bounce back. But again, I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not really confident in tomorrow's game either. So let's go into it and let's win Game 4. Remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.